Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. Don't forget to subscribe. But today we are talking about Uber because they still suck. Now, here's what's going on. And for the record, I have not been a fan of them for years at this point, till around 2017, 2018 or so, when they had a massive data breach, like 90 million credit cards, something along those lines. But they chose instead, after getting the breach, to pay the hacker off to keep it quiet. And then a whistleblower exposed it like a year later. Since then, that's a problem. Not to mention the culture issues that Uber's had. Their CEO was basically like a jerk on wheels back in the day, and they've been trying to clean up that image, et cetera, et cetera. But this new issue really isn't cool either. Now, this is coming from Andrew Hawkins of The Verge, and here's what's going on. Because Uber is being accused of using a, quote, deceptive billing and cancellation process for its Uber One subscription service, and that's according to a lawsuit filed by the FTC last week, Monday. Now, the FTC alleges that Uber would enroll people in its subscription service and then charge them without consent, making it more difficult to eventually cancel the service. The FTC is asking the court to basically file a permanent injunction from blocking Uber from continuing to enroll people in its subscription program, as well as unspecified monetary relief for victims of the alleged policy. According to the FTC, Uber used difficult-to-read text and deceptive savings promises to lure people into the subscription service. So, when signing up for Uber, customers are quote-unquote wrongly promised savings of $25 a month, which did not account for the $9.99 or $10 a month cost of the subscription itself. So now you're down to 15, not 25. The company also, quote, obscures material information about the subscription, including using small grayed out text, which consumers can easily miss, end quote. And yes, that's obviously a huge problem that we have with a lot of organizations. But, if you're squinting at the screen and it's like, gray text on white or something like that, here we are. That fine print should be very clear to all of us so we know what we're getting into. Now, many customers told the FTC they were enrolled without consent, with one customer saying they were charged despite not even having an Uber account. I don't know how that works. After sign up, Uber allegedly would charge customers before their billing date and occasionally before the free trial period ended. And when customers would try to cancel, Uber made it quote unquote extremely difficult, according to the FTC. So heads up, if you use Uber One, you might want to go back and check your statements because you might be getting screwed and you didn't know it. Or you might be an Uber One subscriber and not have any idea apparently. So either way, if you use Uber, and I'm not a fan, I actually prefer Lyft now as a result of all the mess with Uber, and I use Lyft exclusively, in that sense, and I'm able pretty much to get cars there. This isn't also an advertisement for Lyft. It's not like they're a million times better or anything, but I ain't giving Uber money if I don't have to. So take that for what it's worth. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, and please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private, informed, and secure. Take care.